Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about an old saying that is really important to understand. It is that a spoonful of tar ruins a barrel of honey. That's the old saying. I made it into a vegan saying instead by changing it to say a spoon of tar ruins a barrel of sugar. The idea here being that you have this sweet substance, a huge barrel of it. But if you add a spoonful of tar in there, it ruins the whole thing. Another way of illustrating this is if you have a glass of water, pure, perfect, clean water, but you put one drop of poison in it. Is anyone going to want to drink it? The whole thing's ruined. And your life can be very similar to these substances, where if you're allowing someone to put their spoon of tar, so to speak, or their drop of poison into your life, it can wreck your life. I've talked with people who are going on decades of suffering and misery and failure and mediocrity because of what someone said to them years ago. Something that wasn't even true. Or even if it was true, it was only true then. And they've improved themselves since then. It's no longer true, but they live as if it was. So you can really have destruction ruling and reigning in your life when you allow other people's words or activities or behaviors to change who you are, to ruin your barrel of sugar, so to speak. And listen, this is not so you can go blame other people or anything like that. This is not even about them. Maybe they didn't intend to do it. You know, you got to understand that many people are just going through life very negative. So it's natural that as they are negative to themselves as well, they're going to be negative to you. That's just how they respond to life. It's how they react to life. It's how they go along through life. So you have to understand that, yes, they probably are going to be negative to you. It's not something personal. Maybe it is personal, but it probably isn't. And even if it was personal, you have to be a person that can stand on your own, not being bent or moved around or tossed to and fro because what other people are doing or what other people are saying or what other people are thinking. None of that should matter to you. And this is important because, you know, Scripture talks about that the righteous is bold as a lion, but the wicked fleeth when no man pursueth. You know, you could be around wicked people enough that they'll get you to behave like them. You'll be running from something or worried about something or anxious over something that doesn't even exist. No one's pursuing you and you're running instead. You don't have to go down the path of failure, but you choose that path because someone told you you can never be a success in life. Maybe it's a relative. You know, no one in our family's ever earned $1 million a year. Who do you think you are? Why would you listen to someone like that? And as I said, they might be well-intentioned. Maybe they don't want you to get your hopes up and feel bad because you fail again. Oftentimes, it is people trying to protect you. Understand that. Thank them for it. And yes, I mean literally thank them for it. Thank you for your concern. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're looking out for me. But I'm going to be a success. You don't have to be negative. You don't have to get mad. You don't have to let it affect you for a single second. Understand where it's coming from. Most people who are dragging other people down, who are trying to be negative toward other people, are doing it from their own position of failure and mediocrity. It certainly could be the crabs in the bucket mentality sometimes, where one's about to escape and they pull you back down. So they're trying to pull you down to their low levels of living. But oftentimes it's just they don't know any better. But you can't allow their tar to ruin your barrel of sugar. You can't allow them to speak evil into your life and you accept that as your fate, as a prophecy for you. It doesn't have to be. Now, if you choose to believe it, well, according to your faith be it unto you. But is that what you want? Of course not. And I'm going to tell you something that is maybe a little bit hard for some people to hear. But if you hear me out, I think you understand and agree with this, and hopefully it'll bless you. Sometimes you're going to have to walk alone. I know that's not maybe the most encouraging thing to hear because people want to have other people behind them and backing them. I understand that. But you know what? Sometimes you might have to walk alone. That does not mean forever. But if your friends and family are discouraging you and dragging you down, You might just have to walk alone. Knowing that as you do, and you become that person of character who's willing to walk alone if they need to get away from the negativity, this spoon of tar being thrown into their barrel of sugar all the time, you will start attracting better people into your life. People who are uplifting, people who edify you, people who speak life into you, not death, not cursing. But you must not accept mediocrity and being average because it's comfortable for you. It's what you've always known, when right before you is the promised land of blessings, of abundance, of overflow of God's goodness and grace in your life. But it's a choice you must make. Remember, God put before us, choose this day. Will you choose life and blessing, or will you choose death and cursing? It's up to you. God's not forcing you to do it. He's not forcing you to choose one way or the other. But He will certainly bless you when you choose life and blessing. When you abstain from death and cursing. And you just walk through life blessed and abundant and gloriously prospered in all that you do. Everything you set your hands to, you prosper in. You don't go from one bad thing to another. You go from one good thing to another. From glory to glory, from blessing to blessing, from abundance to abundance. You're not believing for lack. You're not believing for some downturn in the economy. Maybe in the world's economy, but not in yours. You're believing for goodness, and you're experiencing His goodness by your faith. My friend, you have great potential right at your fingertips, literally on the proverbial tip of your tongue. You can speak life, you can speak blessing, or you can speak death and you can speak cursing. You can allow other people to ruin your goodness, to ruin your life, to your blessings, to speak death and cursing into your life, to drag you down to their level. Or you can choose to be a man or woman of character, a man or woman of God who stands up and is bold as a lion, who decrees those things that they want unwaveringly. No doubt, no unbelief, just pure faith in God, knowing that He will do that which He has promised. My friend, you can have that great and glorious life if you will choose that today. I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.